you gotta go big or go home. We're gonna go big here today. Guys, look at this. Kitchen, Auntie Riva, she's my mother-in-law, and I was so excited because she brought to life a dessert that I haven't had since I was in Palestine. Auntie, I have to tell you this story. So I was with a tour group in Palestine, in Ramallah, and one of the uncles, the ammos, said, Blanche, you gotta come and look at this shop. So I went in there and this man was churning out these beautiful crispy pastries that he had been making since 4 in the morning. Yeah. And I found out that my dad went there since he was a kid, and it was called Tamriyeh. Tamriyeh, right? Tamriyeh. And then she surprised us by making Tamriyeh the shortcut way, which I love because none of us have time to roll out the dough to make this special dessert.
That's good.
So Auntie, share with the audience, what is your magical shortcut?
What is that? Show them. The wonton.
The
wonton egg rolls.
Egg roll wrappers.
Okay, egg roll wrappers.
You know, the Chinese got it going on. They create these wonderful little like wonton or egg roll wrappers, and we could do so many fun things with them.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Dessert and all.
Yeah, so why bother making the dough and rolling it out for hours when you just buy a pack of this, right?
Exactly.
I love your idea, Auntie. I really love it.
Okay.
So let's explain what tamriyeh is. So tamriyeh is basically a deep fried pastry with the dough, and on the inside is a sort of semolina custard or a farina custard. Yeah. So it's got the crunchy and the chewy and the sweet, and I just love it. I'd eat this for breakfast any day of the week, right? So what do we start? So you take an egg roll wrapper like this, and I notice that your hands are oiled. So what do? You add oil to the wrapper?
Well, this is dry. I had to oil it.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Little farina in there. And then you fold it over.
Okay.
And again, just like a diaper.
Just like a diaper.
That's not appetizing, huh?
Just like a diaper. And then it'll stay closed, Auntie? It'll stay closed?
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Okay, so before
if it doesn't, you can always add a little water, but I usually close
So what we're gonna do is talk to the audience about the filling, and then we're gonna fill this up to fry these up. So the filling is very, very simple. She just took 2 cups of farina with 2 cups of water and a half a cup of powdered sugar. She put it in a pot and she stirred it up and cooked it for how long? Would you say?
Oh, you gotta cook it slowly so it won't get lumpy.
Okay, so you gotta keep stirring it as you're cooking it over the pan. And I would say probably at least a half an hour to get it to this consistency. And what you could do is put it in the refrigerator so that it'll solidify to this consistency that you're gonna use as the filling for the tamriyeh, right?
Just water only, no milk.
No milk, just
no
water.
Milk, water
2 cups
only.
water and 2 cups of the farina and a half a cup of sugar, right? So what we're gonna do is, of course, you guys know how much I like to fry with avocado oil. I know it costs more, but first it's gonna taste better, and second, you're not gonna have any omega-6 inflammatory acids in your body. So this is about the purest kind of oil that I like to use for frying. And by all means, I mean, if you make a batch like this, you could also make a batch of falafel with it the same day.
Yeah.
So, you know, use a batch to fry several different kinds of things in one day if you want. And you could freeze the falafel, you could freeze anything. That's how I like to reuse oil that's more on the expensive side. Yeah. So we dump this whole thing in here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna heat it up so that we can start frying up the tamriyeh. So we got that on?
Yeah.
So, okay, so let's start rolling these out. So like you said, we're gonna just put, is this a good amount, Auntie?
Just a little bit more.
I like it. I like stuffing it more.
Spread it.
Like this?
Yeah.
All right.
Now the corners.
And then we're gonna just get the corners like this.
One at a time.
One at a time. See, I get so impatient, Auntie. I like your patience. I need to learn your patience.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
So it's gonna stay together, right?
Yeah,
it's not gonna fall apart.
If you think that's gonna open up, you can always dip a little bit of water.
And seal the edges with some water?
Just the last one.
Awesome.
if it's warm enough.
Yeah, how do you test to see if the oil is
drop,
warm enough?
Drop a little bit
Oh,
of water.
do you hear it
Not
crackle?
quite. Yeah.
You
Well,
should hear it
starting
crackling
to.
a little bit.
Yeah, I have it on 400 maybe.
Temperature you have it on, T? 400?
400.
400. So you just do them one at a time?
Yeah.
If you have a bigger fryer, you might be able to do 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Right?
See, it's starting to
Yeah.
puff up. See, to have a dessert night only.
Yeah. It's a dessert night.
But we want both. We want
It's
both.
called quarantine dessert night.
Yeah, we're home anyway, huh?
We're home. Everybody's baking, Auntie. Everybody's at home baking.
Yeah.
This is the way to go.
It's the way to go, is right.
A lot of people are taking this opportunity when they don't have to go to work or be at school to learn the classics
Yeah.
so that they could share it with their kids. And that's an awesome
Maybe
thing.
they'll have more time for their kids now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
After
everybody.
work and everybody, yeah.
Everybody didn't have enough time with their families.
Everybody, you know.
And you either want to kill each other or you could love each other and cook with each other. How about that? We'll
Cook with each other.
Pick
That's
it.
fun.
cook with each other instead. All right, look at how crispy, crunchy, golden brown that is. And they're like snowflakes. No two look the same, but they're all delicious. That is for sure. All right, so we're gonna just keep frying away. These are so beautiful, Auntie, and I love your shortcut of using egg roll wrappers.
Yes.
They're beautiful, but we have to add the powdered sugar to the top. And so we're gonna
decorate it a little bit.
We're gonna sift this sugar right here. And if you want to make these sugar-free, like it even matters, you can use, they have now powdered xylitol, powdered monk fruit, which is a sugar-free substitute. But you know, you gotta go big or go home. We're gonna go big here today. There we go. Are you ready to dig in, Auntie?
Yes,
I am so excited.
Me too.
These look all crunchy. Here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna take a bite. We're gonna show you the inside. Guys, look at this. The melted farina, it's like oozing inside. It's got the crispy, sugary exterior. I don't need donuts, Auntie. This is all I need.
That's all I need too.
Let me ask you something. Can you share a memory of this pastry when you were little or in your past?
Yes. Back in Palestine, growing up, Easter time was our biggest holiday there. And we'd go to bed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, wake up at midnight. The church bells would be ringing. Time to get up and go to church, which we did. And then Orthodox Mass lasts a long time, like 3 hours.
Oh, yeah.
After 3, 4 in the morning, oh my goodness, we smell the Tamriyeh. The vendors are cooking them.
Wow, so they're making them at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
They're out.
That's a serious
And
work
that's
ethic.
what we'd eat that for breakfast. Man, it was wonderful. It still stands in my mind.
Well, Auntie, we are preserving that memory right now, and I love that. And we're gonna pass it on. And guess what? The kids are even smelling this. They're gonna, guys. It's Tamriyeh time.
Come on, Natalia.
We don't even need Dunkin' Donuts anymore because now we have Tamriyeh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we all have our wonderful memories of this. So, for more authentic recipes like this, subscribe to my channel. You guys can get my cookbook. Go to feastofthemiddleeast.com.
Yeah.
Click on the cookbook tab and order it right from there. And you can get a wealth of authentic Middle Eastern recipes that have been passed on to us from generation to generation. What do you think? This is heaven on a plate. I don't need anything right now except a big platter of this. Thank you for joining us all. And make sure to hit subscribe and leave your comment below.
Yep.
Until next time, we're just gonna keep digging in. Yeah, we're gonna keep cooking and eating and cooking. Sahtin, Auntie. Thank you for being on the show, Auntie. It's been fun.
Thank you for including me. I'm honored.